Ladies and gentlemen, I can say double because of my niece came especially to attend our function. She's one of the councillors from Andhra Aldershot. Deputy High Commissioner of Pakistan, Mr. Durrani, Lord Nazir Ahmed, Chairman All Parties Kashmir Parliamentary Group, Members of Parliament, Warden Coker, Simon Denzer, David Nuttall, Salas Kiani Sahab, Community Welfare Minister from Government of Pakistan. Friends, brothers, Assalamu Alaikum. First of all, I would like to welcome all of you on behalf of Jammu Kashmir Self-Determination Movement. As all of you know, the weather is very cold and everybody was complaining about this program and was saying that it should be cancelled. But we have cancelled one in Brussels, but couldn't cancel this one because we thought we have got a lot of friends and parliamentarians confirmation to come and attend this. And also the situation in Jammu and Kashmir at the moment, what's happening, the human rights violation is taking place, and also International Human Rights Day on Friday. We were planning to hold this event on Friday, but unfortunately because the parliament is closed on Friday over here, so we have decided to organize today. There are a few things which I wanted to say, but we will mention that. But I would like to request, as the chairman of All Parties Kashmir Group and also our brother who is very active on this subject, and he is giving a lot of time, energy and efforts like me and my friends on this subject. So I would like to request Lord Ahmed of Radharan to start ball rolling, and then I would like to request Murtaza Shibli Sahab, who is a human rights activist and also author of some books as well. He is from Srinagar. So he will brief about human rights violations. So I would like to request Ahmed sir. Can I request Lord Tariq Ahmed to come please? Welcome. I would like to congratulate you and joining for our first Kashmir meeting.
Thank you.
Your Excellency Chairman, Your Excellency, colleagues, let me first of all say thank you to Jammu and Kashmir Self-Determination Movement for organizing this very timely conference. And I want to say thank you in particular to Raja Najabat Hussain because he and his colleagues have constantly and consistently reminded us parliamentarians, and they've worked very hard in the north, in the Midlands, here in Parliament, and lobbied members of Parliament for many, many years. And particularly for the last 2 years, I've been involved with the Jammu and Kashmir Self-Determination Movement since it was launched, but his previous work, everyone knows that it's been very important. So thank you for organizing this meeting. Thank you to Asif Durrani Saab for coming here with my good friend Salas Kiani Saab and other colleagues, members of Parliament. It's very timely because all of us know that in recent months, since June this year, over 125 young men and also actually some young women have been killed by Indian security forces. And I feel that there's a deliberate provocation by the Indian army to persuade these young people to resort to an armed resistance rather than throwing stones, because then they can blame Pakistan for cross-border terrorism. Then they can blame this movement which is asking for self-determination and asking for the abuses of human rights to stop, to say that they are part of Taliban, they're part of Al-Qaeda, they're part of international terrorist network, and India has become victim. And I was shocked to read Sarkozy's comments to say that Pakistan should do more to stop anti-Indian sentiments. Well, let me tell Sarkozy, I have anti-Indian sentiments against the Indian army and what they're doing in Indian occupied Kashmir, and so do millions and millions and hundreds of millions of people around the world who see the abuses of human rights and also the killing of innocent people. So India cannot, and I know Sarkozy, like our Prime Minister, like American President, like the German Chancellor, because we have economic interests and we have to sign these billions dollars contracts, that, you know, there's some sort of appeasement of Hindu fundamentalists in India, because these fundamentalists then only start to support these projects once they know that somebody's praising them and supporting their membership for Security Council, like Sarkozy did yesterday as well. And I feel that this is at the expense of Kashmir and Kashmiris. It's at the expense of the blood of young Kashmiris who are being killed, because I would have preferred Sarkozy or President Obama to mention, and this is why I want to say thank you to David Miliband, who's not here, for mentioning Kashmir and the killing of innocent Kashmiris when he was in India, because it takes a brave man to actually do it. Yes, of course we want to have good relations with India. Yes, of course we need to sign those contracts and we need to have business. But it cannot and it must not. You know, it's almost like, I don't want to compare it with, the past with the Nazi regimes, but those who continue to kill, we cannot appease them by giving them a reward of saying, well, we will make you a permanent member of Security Council, but can you sign this $9.5 billion contract for our nuclear program or reactors that we are going to sell you, like the French are doing. So I feel that this is being done, and so this conference is very important, that we parliamentarians should be first calling for all the political prisoners, the young men who have been demonstrating in the last 6 months, who have been arrested and their parents do not know. Only yesterday, a young man called Ali Waqi, I think, Waqi, Ali Waqi, who was taken by Indian security forces, arrested and then found dead, and obviously being killed. Extrajudicial killings and the deliberate picking up of young men and then making them look like some sort of terrorists, and then killing them and just dumping their bodies. So we should be asking for the United Nations Security Council has a responsibility when there is abuses of human rights. The Secretary General has powers to call for a special meeting where he sees that there could be a possible conflict between countries, and particularly when there is continuation of, they've done it before, and there's no reason why they can't do it. But I think one thing that we can do in this parliament is to have an EDM, early day motion, condemning the killing of innocent young men and calling for European countries to put pressure. I don't want to say just British government, because I think that would be unfair, that we're just targeting our government for whatever, not for any political reason. I want to make it so it's a European effort, that European communities should be calling for withdrawal of Indian troops. They should be calling for release of political prisoners. And I have no problem, and I'm sure that Kashmiris, British Pakistanis, Pakistan even, we should not have any problem of India becoming a member of Security Council, so long as they resolve the issue of right of self-determination of Kashmiris, and also resolve all the outstanding issues with Pakistan as well. Because you can't do it by promoting India, and also by actually encouraging them in a way with political support that they've been getting in recent months. And I think that there should be a conference on Kashmir here in London, because if we can do it with the Middle East, we're even vocal about the Korean Peninsula. We should be calling for peace on the Korean Peninsula. There's no reason why two nuclear powers that are because of the Kashmiri issue and other tensions in the region, that we should not be doing this. But we should not be doing it at the expense of Pakistan. Here I have to say, I find it appalling that leaders from around the world sitting in Delhi or standing at Delhi point their finger at Pakistan. It's outrageous for them to be saying that Pakistan should do more to prevent people from anti-India sentiments. I mean, it's more. I mean, people have anti-British government sentiments in Britain. Young men out there today have anti-liberal Democrat sentiment. Please excuse me, but I mean, people have. They have anti-Nazir Ahmed sentiments. I can't control people. You can't control people's hearts and minds. If you really want to do it, then win hearts and minds. Then do it by giving them the right of self-determination. Then do it by withdrawing your troops. Then do it by obeying the international United Nations resolutions, and then hopefully we will have peace in South Asia. Thank you very much for all the